Well, sometimes lost in the shuffle of all that is Colby Covington, we don't talk enough about just how elite a welterweight this is. Realized the UFC interim welterweight title back in the day, and he's a guy who many people believe on any given Saturday night, he can be the top 170-pound fighter in the world.
Absolutely, and it's the work ethic. It's the work ethic of Colby Covington that stands out. When I was at Oklahoma State as a coach, we wanted to recruit Colby Covington out of junior college because he was such a phenomenal workhorse. Everybody recognized it from day one, and when you watch it in his approach to his fights, he fights in that very same way. He's in your face, he's grabbing you, he's punching you, he's taking you down, and he'll even stand and strike and throw big shots with you as the fight progresses. Don't mistake the talk for a guy that cannot back it up with actions. Colby Covington is a savage.
Fear is not a factor for Colby Chaos Covington. All right, so here he is, one of the greatest welterweights in UFC history, the Nigerian nightmare, Kamaru Usman. Some criticize maybe his risk mitigation late in that Leon Edwards fight, but this man is an offensive fighter. He's got every skill in the book, and we'll see which ones he chooses to employ here tonight.
It's crazy because when he came off the Ultimate Fighter, he was known as a bit boring. But him and Trevor Whitman have such a great partnership that they have developed a style that works for Kamaru, and it works at such an elite level. He got caught. How does he bounce back? This guy, his jab is tremendous. He can knock you out with it. His wrestling and his top control is second to none. Kamaru Usman possesses all the skills in the world. How does he implement those skills tonight when he steps inside the octagon?
And one thing you never have to worry about, the output, the work ethic, one of the hardest workers in the room in the UFC, and he is at the height of motivation getting back on the proving ground tonight. Kamaru Usman, ready to reward his supporters once again here tonight. Our tale of the tape for this heavyweight fight. All right, now for the introductions, we go to Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Colby Chaos Covington. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting the former UFC welterweight champion, Kamaru, the Nigerian nightmare, Usman.
Herb Dean, third party in the octagon tonight. All right, well, Kamaru Usman has put together an historically great UFC body of work. The man who has given him his stiffest challenge, Colby Covington, back in the crosshairs tonight.
It's almost eventual every single time.
Right.
Covington goes off, beats everyone else, and these two find themselves locked into the octagon with each other once again. Two of the best welterweights of all time. Two wrestlers, two champions, two guys that believe that on any given night, no one can compete with them. Well, tonight we get an answer. Who wins, Covington or Usman? I cannot wait to find out. He's got to start throwing now.
Covington's in the stack guard now. Could be trouble here. All right, side control now, DC. You know he's in his element on the ground. A lot of tricks up his sleeve.
A lot of tricks.
Making all these shots count. Man, how fun is this to watch as he continues to dole out damage with the ground and pound?
Take it back to the days of guys like Mark Coleman, just beating people up in the ground and pound. This guy is a throwback fighter, and he's very fun to watch.
Yeah, the Godfather would be proud. Good work from the top here by Covington.
Another one. I mean, he cannot miss from the top position.
Covington's got him in a crucifix now, going to go to work from the top.
Look at that. Recognizing he's about to lose position.
Oh, what a moment there as they make their way back to the feet. Crowd may be drunk, but they're absolutely loving it.
Yeah, the crowd loves the stand-up fight. So all that grappling wasn't what they wanted to see. They're back up on their feet now, and they're popping for it. They're excited.
Just over 3 minutes to go, round one. Covington's got a lot of weapons on both sides as he switches his stance here. Now some uppercuts.
He better move, John. He cannot take these uppercuts from this position.
All right, so he's got the body locked down here, DC, or so it appears. This is not a guy you want anywhere near your back. Covington's in half guard. Oh, good ground and pound here.
Very active off of his back. Lands a beautiful strike from the bottom.
Let's work. I'm going to stand this up.
Just over 2 minutes to go in round one. All right, so the big storyline in this one, the Nigerian Nightmare, Kamaru Usman, the wrestling's on point and the ground and pound going on as well.
You know, these skills are what allowed for Kamaru Usman to become the #1 pound-for-pound fighter in the world. He is a tremendous wrestler, incredibly strong, and you are seeing all that happen in the octagon right now. He is on point.
Well, the ground and pound has been on point tonight. Good work here by Covington. All right, so now blood is a factor. You see that he has been opened up in that eye area.
Yeah, he's got hit in the eye, and now there's a cut. But it's nothing to worry about too much now. But he's got to be very careful with it as we go forward.
Relentless pressure from the top by Covington. Oh, the ground and pound is there. Well, not good body language from his opponent here, DC. He's curled up.
No, he's exhausted. He's been beaten.
He's having his way with him here. Covington's able to make a nice transition there back into side control.
I mean, at this point, you just have to do something. You know, you have to maybe start trying to pull guard, grab him, pull him into you to try to change it and get him in your realm where you have the advantage.
The swelling is starting to show. He has been beaten up from the top. He has got to move.
Lands with the ground and pound.
He's very accurate in the ground and pound, and it's showing because he's landing so consistently.
Nice positional control here. Final seconds here. Round two is next.
Stop.
You lost that one. You listen to me? You lost big. He's taking you down way too easily, and you're not even trying to get back up. I want you to put
All right, so we now look back at some of the action from that previous round, DC. A lot of good highlights on both sides.
I mean, a lot of good highlights from both competitors. They both should be very proud of what they accomplished. But I'm telling you, man, I'm not sure they can keep this up. If they land at this clip for another 5 minutes, somebody's going to sleep.
All right, here we go now with round two.
Ready to fight?
Kamaru Usman
Ready.
versus Colby Covington. All right, here we go with our next round, DC. Pretty good game plan in the previous round. Attacked the body to great effect, and will look to continue to do so.
He has done a great job of making the investment. The investment to the body that may not pay dividends early, but as the fight goes long,
you will see it start to pay itself out.
Just misses with the jab there. Takedown defense holds up.
Yes, smart adjustment, yep.
Lands a strike now from the bottom. Nice work there by Covington. Ground and pound, the hammer Mark Coleman will be proud. These ground strikes are starting to add up. That is how you reverse position on the ground. Beautifully done by him there. All right, so he's got the ground and pound game going here. All right, trying to pass here. As Glover Teixeira might say, not today.
Not today. Great job of following with the hips, keeping those legs locked and keeping them in full guard.
Well, the ground and pound is there once again. Strong work here by Covington. A lot of top pressure being applied here as he works out of side control. All right, good movement by him here on the ground. He really is a master of these transitions.
He is a master of movement on the ground. You never know where he's going to be.
Oh, arm triangle attempt now. Oh, he's in trouble here, DC.
He's got the triangle with a lot of pressure going down on the opponent.
Oh, looks tight to me. Oh, he got out. How good is that?
This guy is so aware. He never leaves anything long to allow for himself to get subbed.
Now inside the closed guard.
And he's going to try to find ways to pass and move to a submission. Oh, he passes the half guard now. And he's not posturing to land punches, so look for a submission attempt.
The ground strikes continue to pile up.
He's doing a really good job putting himself in position.
Oh, big shots from the top. Oh, and another punch on the ground gets through. May need some defense here. All right, dominant position here. He's got the full mount. A lot of different ways he can go here. Maybe try to find an arm bar or just get the ground and pound.
He can attack submissions, but those submissions will present themselves once he is landing that brutal ground and pound he is known for. Because then his opponent will start to get a little bit desperate to get out from under him, which will then in turn leave arms dangling, or he'll turn to his knees and get choked out. Now he's going full mount.
Continuing to stay busy here on the ground. Well, he's really picked up the pace here in round two. Much more aggressive now here and starting to find himself in the pocket.
Look at him attacking that guillotine.
Oh, that guillotine is officially tight.
That guillotine looks very painful, and he's very close to the finish, but he cannot rush it.
Oh, somehow, some way he got out.
These guys are back and forth, and submission defense wins this transition.
Ooh, right into side control, DC.
This is where you want to be now because you get to make your opponent decide. They try to turn back into you, you can attack guillotines. If they turn away to try to get to your knees, you throw your hooks in, and you got all your rear choke submissions.
Oh, he's got the ground and pound going now.
Using a lot of good movement.
Another ground and pound strike lands. Nicely done. 10 seconds to go in the round. Well, landing several strikes here from the top, standing over his opponent. Good work here by Usman. All right, round three coming up next.
Everything is going good, okay? He cannot handle the dominance on the ground. You're controlling everything on the ground. Just be careful. You're on his guard.
All right, that's the end of the round as we show you some of the highlights over those 5 minutes. Really a clinic when it comes to the ground and pound.
Yeah, man, this is what you're taught. When you're learning to become a ground and pound fighter, you want to do it exactly like he did. Gain posture, have height, control hands and wrists. Land strikes, don't throw too many, throw just enough control, throw again, control. He did it perfect.
Ready.
Third round underway. Well, he continues to land a high number of strikes here, just like he did in the previous round. This is a world-class display of striking here tonight. Oh, he tags him with the straight hand there. Nice job by Usman. Takedown defense is there. And they separate after exiting the clinch. Usman gets the single leg takedown. Nicely done there.
Not being just defensive, but offensive off of his back. Great punch lands.
Trying to guard pass here. Not today.
No, it ain't happening. Good job understanding the transitions. Getting them out here.
That was nice.
Good movement by him here, transitioning very well on the ground tonight.
Step for step, he's staying with his opponent in every transition. He's got that arm triangle. Watch him pass to the opposite side. It looks real tight. He'll drop his weight to try to finish his technique.
Well, defense doesn't always win championships in MMA, but how about the submission defense tonight, thwarting one attempt after the next?
Yeah, and the fact that he's just constantly under attack tells you he was very prepared for the type of fighter that he was in front of. He knew there would be some submissions coming his way. He was ready to defend them, and he has done that beautifully.
Oh, you gotta love the ground and pound strikes here.
Oh, he's got to be careful there, yep. He's putting him in exactly the positions he needs to be in right now. He's able to relax here. And he understands, being a veteran of so many fights, that as long...
All right, he continues to bully his opponent here, really manhandling him on the ground. This is some exhausting work, man.
I mean, it is so tiring to be fighting in this way. So much wrestling, so much grappling, expending all this energy, trying to hold the guy down. I mean, no takedown is not fought. No reversal is not fought. Everything they're doing is fought to the very last minute before it gets given up.
Well, at this point, hard to blame him for headhunting, right? He has caused some significant swelling upstairs and continues to attack that area to great effect.
Absolutely. I mean, the guy has done a great job recognizing where he had an advantage, where he has an ability to separate himself from his opponent. He's done exactly that, and it's showing in his opponent's face with all that swelling.
Well, this is absolutely the hurt business. It's hard to see which party is more injured, but I think both fighters have been really effective with their strikes in this one.
Yeah, both guys have been affected. Both guys have been beat up. It's a very competitive fight. Let's see who has the heart to carry them through these very tough moments.
90 seconds now to go in the round.
Changing the position.
Well, as usual, suffocating work from the top here by Usman. Side control now, DC. A lot of options at his disposal from here. Usman's got the full mount.
Yep, got to be very careful there.
Moving his head on the ground here, avoiding a lot of these big shots. Covington's cheek looks like it's cut here, starting to bleed a little bit now. Well, working pretty effectively from the top here. Nice ground and pound by Usman.
Keep those hips active.
All right, 45 seconds now to go in the round.
You need to work. I'll stand this up. Just work.
Final 30 seconds of this third round.
Oh, right to the mount. He
He hasn't moved on the bottom, and now he's starting to swell after he takes another ground and pound strike.
Final seconds here.
Now he's got good body position, yup.
And that'll do it. 15 minutes in the books. All right, so that's the end of the round. Pretty significant damage done in that round. Cut on the cheek, sustained there from that strike. Now the cut man's got to get in there and close that thing up. Better to be below the eye than above it, sure. But nonetheless, this could be a factor now moving forward. Well, if you're the replay guy, a lot to like in that previous round. A lot of damage being inflicted.
Yeah, I mean, and look at the swelling now, John. He wasn't doing what he needed to do to move his head, and he's paying for it. You cannot allow for an elite-level mixed martial artist to connect at that rate and think that you will not be wearing the damage. He's wearing it now. I'm interested to see what changes he makes to give himself an opportunity.
We have arrived at the fourth round fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. Huge strike lands there, DC.
He landed that massive shot. Now he needs to try to find the next shot, the follow-up shot that will finish the fight.
Stuffs that takedown attempt without issue.
Oh!
Oh, lands a hip toss now.
There it is. Now he's going to mount.
All right, we told you we'd keep an eye on it, DC. That cut is starting to open up wider now, and he continues to target that area wisely.
Well, when you saw it right away, it wasn't that bad. But as he continues to target it, you can start to see it opening up. Look for him to continue to go down that route to try to get this victory.
Postures up and lands a brutal strike to the head.
He does everything so well, and he's so calm. He's so calm in the face of such a big spot.
He's got to be careful here.
All right, he's very comfortable fighting off his back, DC. Now looks like he's trying to hip escape.
Yeah, he's trying to hip escape or maybe look for a Kamaru here.
Usman's back in full mount. All right, so there it is again. He's been very efficient with his ground and pound striking game tonight.
And now they're starting to pile. He's starting to pile them together. Punch after punch is starting to land from the top position.
Gets up to beat his opponent in a lot of trouble now.
That was Cain Velasquez's punch of choice. Every time he landed that overhand right, he hurt people bad. And this guy got hurt very badly again.
All right, half guard position here. We'll see what he can do with it. A lot of weapons at his disposal from this dominant position.
Oh, man. I feel for a wrestler, this is the most dominant position in all of fighting. Because wrestlers love control.
Right.
And to have your upper body free and your leg able to hold your opponent in position, it is like striking gold. Build your posture, throw your punches, big damage, but then always control the far side. Underhook, this is a great position for a top fighter.
Covington's eye does not look real good right now. It actually is starting to swell shut, so that will be something that bears watching as this fight continues. Under 2 minutes here to go, round 4. Well, pretty good work off of the bottom here by Usman.
This is a terrible position.
All right, so yet another ground and pound strike lands right there, DC.
He's getting very active now that he knows he can land these strikes.
Pretty good work with the ground and pound here by Covington. Oh, nice job to split his guard and get the ground strike home again.
Hey, stay with the game plan. Stay with the game plan. Listen.
over his opponent here and making these strikes count. Beautiful sequence there by Covington.
Just gotta be careful here.
So I'm gonna hit you and then you hit me. Back and forth we go. This is one of the best fights I've called all year.
Yeah, one of the best fights. And the blood, the injuries only add to the intrigue. It only adds to who's going to continue down the path and get the hand raised. Both of these guys are so tough. They really have laid it on the line.
Oh, he's got it locked in.
He's got that arm triangle deep.
Great submission defense on full display by the opponent.
Push him off! Push him off!
20 seconds left. 15 seconds remain in the round. Good work from the top here by Usman. Man, he's killing it on the ground. Another strike gets through. Horn sounds for the end of round 4. Man, this is pretty crazy. Both guys injured. Perhaps it'll be whoever has the better heart or cardio at fight's end.
Man, that's the best. It's the best when you get these types of wars where both guys are hurt, both guys are bruised, both guys are swelling, both guys are cut, and it comes down to the heart. Who's going to be the one that steps up in those dark moments? I can't wait to see how this plays out.
All right, well, 1 minute of end swell can only do so much. Let us look back at some of the damaging strikes in that previous round.
It doesn't seem like it's going to do much, and if it does, he can't take any more of these shots. He was too stationary. He took everything square on the target. He's got to move his head, and he's got to be proactive instead of reactive in terms of his defenses.
Fight to get stopped. You gotta protect the eye. Keep up your defense.
You ready to fight? Ready.
So here it is, folks, 5th and final round. Big strike lands. Unbelievable.
Oh, my goodness.
We go inside the octagon to Bruce Buffer for the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean's called a stop to this contest at 6 seconds of round number 5. Declaring the winner by knockout, Kamaru, the Nigerian Nightmare, Usman.
Wakanda forever. Congratulations to Kamaru Usman, your winner tonight by knockout. That was a no-doubter. Established the jab early and got it done by KO.
That's his best shot. He does a great job of throwing that jab, stiff with the jab. It's not him just touching and peppering you. He wants to hurt you with that lead hand, as we saw with the Gilbert Burns fight. The guy has big power, and once again, he shows that if he can hit you, he can put you out.
And huge hands for a welterweight. Like, his mitts are bigger than yours, with respect.
He's a big guy. He's a big guy for 170 pounds.